Porpac versus Port Jervis. We're going to have a JV meet and a varsity meet. We have Miss Onifrey, the advisor for Port Jervis, and we'll get the name of everybody else as soon as the show begins. Just bear with us. We're waiting for WDLC to get us started. This is all Port Jervis Wall Porpac team. And here, we're getting ready to start in a few minutes. If you ever want to come down and watch, Scholastic Bowl is taped at the Port Jervis Community and Youth Center. It will be underway in a couple of minutes.
I'm very proud of it. That's why you're
broadcasting. As you know, this is the radio quiz show that allows area high school students to compete with their peers for academic recognition. Our competition is based on acquired knowledge, current events, and learning ability. And we've got quite a crowd on hand today. Of course, the home team is here from Port. Go ahead, give yourselves a big round of applause. Yeah! Not able to join the league competition until next week, so they are not here today, but we do have Wallen-Porpac and Port Jervis here, and it should be a good one. So this is Phil Dusenberry, and we are broadcasting live from the Port Jervis Youth and Community Center, right here on Pike Street in Port Jervis. And again, we want to thank our host, Mr. John Fascione, who's the Superintendent of Recreation, who's making his facilities available to us. Well, if this match is anything like the last one, we had a Jim Dandy the other day on Tuesday between Pocono Mountain and Menacing Valley. We went into overtime, Pocono Mountain winning 165 to 160 by one question in overtime. A thriller diller. Let's take a look at the standings. High Point is in first place with two first-place victories, so they have 10 points. Middletown is in second with 7, tied with Pocono Mountain with 7. All three of those teams have played 2 matches. Port Jervis here today, with 1 match, has 5 points. Delaware Valley is next with 3 points. They've had 2 matches. Wallen-Porpac and Menacing Valley, each with 1 match, has 2 points. And Kittatinny and Pleasant Valley yet to play. And we hope to see them both at their next matches. Okay, well, that's the standings. That's what's going on. Now it's time to meet the coaches of today's teams. And from Wallen-Porpac today, we have coming back Mr. Tony Keatries. Tony, where have you been?
Well, I've been on sabbatical for a year, but the team is anxious to be back. We're 30 strong and looking forward to another good season of WDLC. So we'd like to thank you for your support as well.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Keatries. And 30 strong. Boy, Port Jervis has a model of people. That looks good for Scholastic Bowl. And now from Port Jervis, Mrs. Linda Onifrey, and your team took first place last time. Nice day, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a really good time, and we're glad to see them getting some great kids.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it up in just a minute. We've heard from the coaches, and we'll meet the students and contestants and hear a little bit of school news in just a moment. So the lesson tonight, and that's Wallen-Porpac. Mike, start us off.
Teresa Pastada, senior and captain.
Cliff Adams, senior. Jordan Olsenberg, junior, and our coach is none other than Mr. Tony Keatries.
Okay, Wallen-Porpac, let's have a listen to some school news. What's going on over there?
All right. In the news at Wallen-Porpac, by act of God or cosmic disturbance, the school clocks are still not synchronized, much to the delight of area-wide truants. Also, the rehearsal for the play Oliver is underway, to the excitement of wannabe orphans everywhere. And finally, congratulations to our very own Scholastics captain, Teresa Infestado, who got accepted into her school of choice, DeVry, I mean Caltech. And to the other seniors who weren't as fortunate, a deep sense of hope that our plane crashes on the way. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jordan, and thank you, Wallen-Porpac. Now it's time to move over to the team to the right, and that's Port Jervis. Let's have them introduce themselves by the time.
Jervis, junior. Tom Carlo, junior and captain.
Jennifer Trudy, sophomore.
John Trinolo, junior.
All right, Port Jervis, what's going on here in River City?
In our school news, success, and our own solo state teacher Brian Nolan was our guest soloist on drums. Tickets for the March 31st pickleball tournament are on sale March 3rd, $3 each. The Vermont ski trip was this week. The musical Over Here is going strong. The volleyball tournament was today and was won by our own Jason Fallon's team Anthrax, which beat the team Corp 15-11 in the final. And lastly, tonight we have a Scholastic Bowl meet.
All right, thank you very much, Todd, and thank you for Jervis. So thank you, contestants all, and we will have the start of round one after this.
Today is February 11th, 1999, and we're here at the Scholastic Bowl with Warren Falkback versus Fort Jervis. We'll be underway in just a couple of minutes.
5-minute first round where each buzzer question is worth 5 points. Each time the team has correctly answered 3 buzzer questions, it's eligible for a 15-point bonus question. Now, the other team may attempt to answer this buzzer question, but not in this bonus question. And only the contestant pushing the button may answer. However, team members mentioned first during the bonus question, who the answer being given by the captain. Okay, here we go. Let's start up round 1. Okay, an estimated 1.5 million computer users logged on to the website of this lingerie retailer to watch a much. Okay, Todd.
Victoria's Secret.
Okay, Victoria's Secret. That was too easy. Number 2. All right. The Triana satellite, which would continuously beam down images of the Earth's sunlit side, was a brainchild of whom? Question answered. Al Gore. Okay. Next one. The term quixotic is named after what man of La Mancha? All right, Jordan.
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote. All back to 5. Okay, how many books of the Old Testament did John write? They counted seriously. All right, Teresa, Wallenbach.
None.
None is correct for Wallenbach. You open the Old Testament. Next possible. New Testament. Microbe is a general name for microscopic organisms that cause fermentation or disease. One of the most effective ways of killing microbes in liquids is A, freezing, B, boiling, C, okay, down to Fort Jervis. Boiling. Boiling is correct for Fort Jervis. What metric unit is equal to 15.4 grains? No answer? Okay, it's a gram. Next question. The capital of Wyoming is Cheyenne. How do you spell Cheyenne? Okay, Jordan of Wallenbach.
Cheyenne.
That's correct for Wallenbach. Next toss-up. Oh, we got a bonus coming up now. Okay, Wallenbach, here's your bonus. From what 3 states was Vermont created? Only for Wallenbach. Okay, we need an answer.
Massachusetts, New York,
What's the first one again?
Maine,
No. Sorry, the answer was Massachusetts, New York, and New Hampshire. Close, but no still. All right, here's the next question. Toss up. For 5 points. Define a cauldron. Okay, Tom of Fort Jervis.
A large pot.
Okay, we'll take that. Define, next talk, bonus now. All right, bonus for Fort Jervis. Okay, let's play a little math here. If 2x plus xy plus 3 equals 0, and if x plus 2xy equals 0, what are x and y? Pencils are flying furiously over there. Math students are serious, the ones that aren't are just messing around. Okay. All right, Fort, we need an answer. Anybody over there figure out that higher math? Okay. Time's up. X equals minus 2, y equals minus 1/2. Okay, bonus there for math. All right, let's go back to our toss-ups. Another definition. Tell me what obtuse means. Obtuse. Okay, Tom will Fort Jervis.
an angle more than 90 degrees.
Okay, I will accept that geometrical answer, all right? Anything that's not sharp or slow to understand also. All right, next one. How many justices sit on the Supreme Court of the United States? Teresa, well, hold on.
12?
No. Which one? Todd?
9.
9 is correct for Jervis. Next toss-up. Name the action a government takes when it forces an alien to leave a country and return to the place where he was born. Okay, Tom, for Jervis?
Deportation.
Deportation is correct. Bonus coming up for Jervis. Next bonus. The science and business interest in the International Space Station have evaporated, and the remaining sole purpose of the $95.6 billion project is said to be what? $95.6 billion. Bonus report.
Promoting peace.
Okay, I will accept it. Yes, cooperation amongst the members. Good answer. Okay, back to the toss-up. A little science question. French chemist Louis Pasteur discovered that what microscopic organisms cause many diseases, and that killing these organisms can stop the spread of such diseases. So when we think of a microscopic organism. Okay, Mike?
Bacteria.
Yes, that's correct. All right, correct along Popeye. All right, next question. A field biologist such as Darwin or Muir is known as what? The answer? Okay, and, all right, Mike got it in.
Evolutionist.
No. Any guess for it? Okay, no guess. It's a naturalist. All right, next toss-up. Identify the ethnic heritage of Presidents Andrew Jackson, James K. Polk, and William McKinley. Okay, Mike, going home?
Irish.
No, not Irish. You want to guess for sure? All right, no guess. It's close. Scottish. McKinley. All right. Water, pebbles, sand, and finely ground lime and clay. What results from mixing these ingredients in definite proportions? Okay, Teresa, along all that.
Concrete?
Correct, along all that. All right. Next toss-up. All right. What is an Italian baby called? Okay, Jordan, along all that.
Bambino or Bambina?
All right, Bambino, we'll take that, yes. Okay, now a bonus coming up for all of that. What Native American's image will be on a new gold $1 coin in the year 2000?
Sacagawea?
Oh, big smile from Teresa, that's correct. On the bonus. All right, back to the toss-up. Lusting after fish, cucumbers, melons, leeks, and garlic, Israelites wanted to return where? All right, Jordan Mohawk.
To Egypt?
That's correct. Next toss-up. What is the optimum number of points you can attain in blackjack before going? Okay, we're doing a long ball. 21, that's right. Okay, another toss-up. The ancient Chinese regarded calligraphy as a branch of what art? No guess. All right, Jennifer buzzes in from fourth.
Poetry?
No, not poetry. Okay, Mike, come on up.
Writing.
No, it's painting. All right, ready for your mouth right here. A number increased by 3 times itself equals 16. What is the number? All right, Jordan, wall 4 is correct. Another bonus coming up for wall and Paul. According to Black Enterprises magazine, 3 of the top 5 colleges for African American students are in what city? Bonus for wall and Paul.
Philadelphia?
No, the answer is Atlanta. Atlantic Georgia. Okay, here we go. What is the solution of the equation minus 2x plus 4 equals 6? Okay, Jordan, the long ball back.
X equals -1.
Okay, that's correct. All right. All right, next question here. From which states were these states created? Okay, West Virginia. Okay, Teresa Wallenbach.
Virginia?
That's correct, Wallenbach. Next state, Maine. Todd, of course, Massachusetts. Correct for Fort Jervis. Next state, Tennessee. Okay, okay, and that's the buzzer, and the answer was North Carolina. All right, good job in that first round by both teams. Excellent first round. We'll keep doing for that one. And that wraps up round one. And I'll be back with the score from round two, and of course our exciting lightning round right after this. All right, it was a good one. Here's the score. Wallenbach taking the early lead, 70, and Fort Jervis was 50 as we go into this second round, known as the lightning round. Now, before I give all the instructions, let's read out our categories here so the teams have a minute or so to think about them. All right, today, we're still trying to get rid of Army. Category called Use Your Head. And we have insects, real estate, pop musicians of the 60s, and language and literature. Those are our 6 categories. All right, let's go up and see who the new contestants are. Let's start over here with Wallenbach. Okay, we'll start with Justine.
Justine Ramon,
Good,
senior.
you can pull that microphone up a little closer to you. Okay, Justine, and guess what you need?
Heather Rear, senior.
Okay, Heather and
Mary Kendrick, senior.
Mary, no name tag, so I hope I remember that. There, she's okay. Okay, and now for Jervis. We've got a couple of changes over there.
Jason Fountain, Jr.
Okay.
Tara Fowler, senior. Jessica Norland, senior.
Okay, so each team coming in with 3 new players. These must be the lightning specialists for those squad. All right, now it's just about time for round 2, our 60-second round in which the buzzer is not used. The contestants will be allowed to confer, and the answers will be given by the captain. Each team will attempt to answer 10 questions. Each correct answer is worth 10 points, and there's a 20-point bonus for acing all 10 questions. Any missed questions may be answered by the other team. Now, the team with the fewer points from round 1 has the first choice of the 6 categories we mentioned for this lightning round. I'll repeat those choices again. Army, use your head, insects, real estate, pop musicians of the 60s, and language and literature. Fort Jervis, it's your choice.
We'll take Use Your Head.
Use your head, our new category. Okay, new instructions. You'll have to use your head on this one, for each answer ends with the letters U-S-E. All right, here we go. To read.
Peruse.
Correct. Hermit.
Recluse.
Correct. Drunkard.
Pass.
Trash.
Refuse.
Correct. Mistreat.
Misuse.
Correct. Bewilder.
Confuse.
Correct. Hesitate.
Pass. Pass.
Public praise.
Pass.
Blame.
Pass.
Wealthiest state in Sicily during the 5th century BC.
Pass.
Drunkard.
Pass.
Hesitate.
Pass.
Public praise.
Pass.
Blame.
Pass.
Okay, time is up. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the first 6. And we got a little bit tougher, didn't it? So 15 points first time around for Fort Jervis. The Wallenbach will now have the opportunity to try and pick up on the 5 that Fort did not answer. That gives them 30 seconds, only 6 seconds per word. Okay, again, we're looking for words. Each answer ends with the letter USC. All right, here we go. Wallenbach. Drunkard.
Pass.
Hesitate.
Pass.
Public praise.
Pass.
Blame.
Accuse.
That's correct. And the wealthiest state in Sicily during the 5th century BC. Okay, we couldn't get to that. All right, here are the answers, and you're going to say, oh. All right. The drunkard is the souse. Hesitate, oh, this would take yourself, boys. Pause. Public praise is applause. And the city in Sicily is Syracuse. Okay, so points picked up by Wallen Pawpack, 50 by 4. So now Wallen Pawpack will have an opportunity to pick its category. Anything can happen here. So I'll ask Teresa, what did you want to do?
Take insects.
Insects. Okay. All right, 60 seconds. Here we go on the callback. What's the word for a person who specializes in the study?
Entomologist.
Correct. Among these are the workers male, female,
Ants.
or some of each? No. All right, what are the 3 main divisions of an insect's body?
Head, abdomen, thorax.
Correct. A plague of what insects was visited upon Pharaoh?
Locusts.
Correct. What commercially useful product do we get from bees besides honey?
Wax.
Correct. 2 answers. What common insects milk what other insects?
Ants and aphids.
That's correct. In what valuable substance are fossilized insects often found?
Amber.
Correct. What insect has the same name as a sport?
Pass.
What well-known insect communicates information to its neighbors by dancing?
Bees.
Correct. What plant in particular suffers from the appetite of the bollweed?
Brain.
No. One pass here. What insect has the same name as a sport? Okay, no answer in there, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 judges. Agree there? All right, Wallen Pawpack picks up 7. That leaves 1, 2, 3 coming up. A total of 18 seconds before Jervis will pick up. The topic again is insects. Okay, Fort, you ready? Here we go. Among these are the workers male, female, or some of each?
Female.
That's correct. Okay, what insect has the same name as a sport?
Pass.
What plant in particular suffers from the appetite of boll weevil? Cotton is correct. What insect has the same name as a sport? Okay, nobody get that. Cricket. Cricket over there. Good job with that one. So, that's our second round. They go into the big 15-point third round where anything can happen.
Okay, we're finished with the second round. We're going to be coming back with the third round. We're getting ready for the third round.
Okay, about 5 seconds then. All right, we're back here with Scholastic Bowl. We're getting ready for round 3. Let's take a look at the scores now. In that second round, lightning round, Wallen Pawpack picking up 80 points. We give Walpack a 150 score, while Fort Jervis scored 70 points for 120. So 30 points separate these 2 teams as we go into the third round. Let's see now. Who's new? I think Stephen is over. We'll let Stephen introduce himself from Walpack.
Stephen Solzer, Jr.
Okay, go ahead, Stephen. Let me turn the mic on. Go ahead.
Stephen Solzer, Jr.
Okay, get that good FM voice too. Okay, and let's see, Jennifer's back in, just so nobody knew really, just Sinclair's returning. All right, now we go to round 3. Okay, this is our 6-minute third round in which each correct answer is worth 15 points. Each time a team correctly answers a buzzer question, will also have the chance to answer a bonus question. Once again, consultation is prohibited during the up-for-grab buzzer questions for which only the captain will give the final answer. Okay, here we go. For his effort in building, marketing, and expanding the NFL, he was named by Time Magazine as one of the 20 most influential builders and titans of the 20th century. Name this former NFL commissioner. Football fans, right? That's the late Pete Rozelle. Okay, next question. Discovered in 1998 by a student, the largest known blank blank. Okay, Teresa Wallenhoff.
Prime number?
That's correct, along with so you bonus here. All right, here's your bonus. Thanks to a new ruling by Congress, New Jersey became the first state to abolish what clean air traffic plan without being forced to refund highway dollars to Washington?
The Emissions Act?
No, not here. It's tied to it, but it wasn't that. It's the HOV, the High Occupancy Vehicle Lane, or the car-shared lane. Okay, let's go back to our next toss-up here. Prompted by severe food shortages, the Belarus authoritarian government voted to impose what restrictions on milk, meat, and other goods? Okay, Tara, for Jervis.
Ration?
Rationing is correct before Jervis. Here's your bonus. In a move to stop the war between rebels and forces loyal to President Laurent Kabila, leaders of countries fighting in the Democratic Republic of Congo agreed to a ceasefire. Name any two of the four nations that have troops in Congo. Bonus before Jervis. Okay, we need two names. Any idea?
France and Germany?
No, no. Burkina Faso, Rwanda, Uganda, and Zimbabwe. Okay, next toss-up. Tom Wolfe has written in his first novel since the publication of Bonfire of the Vanities in 1987. Name it. Okay, Stephen, one thought.
A man in full.
A man in full is correct along Hawkeye. Okay, let's go to the bonus question. Oh, here we go, sports. Sorry, guys. What happens when a major league pitcher touches his mouth while standing on the rubber? I don't think they're going to baseball.
He falls?
Good guess, but it's not a block. In this one, it's a ball. Don't call it a block. A ball. Okay, next toss-up here. In his classic science fiction novel, published in 1961, the author uses the time-honored device of a Martian on Earth to satirize American society. Name either the author or the novel. Okay, Stephen won't help that.
Stranger to Strangeland.
That's right.
Iron.
Right. Okay, here's your bonus. Frederick Danae and his cousin Manfred Lee both used the same pen name. Both wrote detective stories using the same character. What is the pen name? Okay, one fall back with a bonus. Any guess? Another couple. Now, Ellery Queen. Ask Mom. Okay. Next question here. All right. As determined by the U.S. Forest Service, which eastern state has the highest percentage of forested land among the 50 states? Okay, Tara, Fort Jervis.
Maine?
Maine is correct. Here's your bonus, Fort Jervis. In this printing process, ink is applied to the paper, not directly from the type, but from a rubber roller that has taken an impression from a printing plate. What is this process called?
Stamping?
No, it's offset or photolithography. Offset printing on most homes. Okay, next question. Identify the last year in which we went an entire calendar year without a vice president in office. All right, 10 years after he had been declared a security risk, the Atomic Energy Commission gave him the Fermi Award. Who was he? Okay, Robert Oppenheimer. Okay, next, toss up. What are the portions of a bulb of garlic called? All right, Teresa, one more back.
Cloves?
Cloves is correct. Here's a long bonus. Ready? What goes up must come down, but you will need to be more specific than that in answering this question. Now listen carefully. On the planet Mars, the acceleration due to gravity is 3.7 meters per second. Suppose that an astronaut wants to throw a rock vertically upward with such an initial speed that exactly 20 seconds will elapse before the rock falls back to his hand. With what initial speed in meters per second does he need to throw the rock so that exactly 20 seconds will elapse before it falls back into his hand? It's a bonus for all on call back. Okay? Give it a shot at the answer here. Yes. Okay, long call back. No guess long call back. The answer, at least my paper says 37. I'm asking you how to figure that out. Why don't you? Whew, okay, well that wraps up our third round. Good match. Both teams doing a great job here, and it's a shame that one has to lose. But that's the name of the game. So we will be back with our final score, and we'll take a look at the next match right after this message from anybody. Okay, it's good to see you guys. You probably happen to be on the board with a big win, huh?
Well, yes, we were kind of disappointed after our initial loss to Fort Jervis, and we consider ourselves rivals with them, so this was kind of a sweet victory.
Okay.
Wallen Pack wins this match.
Thanks, man. I'm here for you. Well, congratulations, you all. Good man. Everybody, well, let's take a look at our upcoming match. Which is scheduled for Tuesday. We should have 3 next Tuesday. Fort Jervis will be back next Tuesday, along with its arch rival from across the river, Delaware Valley, and Pocono Mountain will be pumping up here, taking an hour plus right up. So that's who's going to be here on Tuesday the 17th. Did I get that right? All right, so that about wraps it up here for another exciting match for the Scholastic Bowl. We want to thank our fine coaches and scouting today. This is Phil Liebenberg sitting back in the studio for all those players.
Final score was 210 for Wallen Pack and 165 for Fort Jervis.
We're gonna do 6 JV.
Now we're going to do some JV
Those 2 seats will be 4.
matches.
These 6 will be
Some practice matches here with the JV from Fort Jervis and Wallen Pack. This will give them a little bit of practice. And we'll be underway in a couple of minutes.
We'll do 2 5-minute rounds. How's that sound? Buzzers, both of them?
We're going to do 2 5-minute rounds.
All right. Are you ready? Got your buzzers in hand? Okay. Long call back to Fort Jervis. One that I know Minnesink used to love, completion of opera titles. Huh?
Skip that.
Just 3 of them. I'll leave a blank. You fill in the blank for 5 points each. Porgy and Steven.
Bess.
Bess is right for 5
I thought
points.
this was math or something.
Okay. Next opera title, The Flying.
And on the trapeze.
No. At least not what they have here. I'm not sure that was an opera. Guess Long Callback?
Dutchman?
Dutchman is right, Steven. Number 5. Okay. All right. On your buzzers, are you ready? Hansel and
Gretel.
Gretel for 5. Okay, that's a bonus Long Callback. U.S. presidential election years. What year did Republicans Reagan and Bush defeat Democrats Mondale and Ferraro? Okay, you don't have to buzz in, it's your bonus, you can confirm.
No, wait. 80?
80 is incorrect, it's 84. Back to your buzzers and completion of opera titles, Samson and Delilah. Stephen's on his opera. Okay.
I don't even listen to opera.
Okay, U.S. presidential election years. Give me the year that Democrats Kennedy and Johnson defeated Republicans Nixon and Lodge. This is a buzzer.
It's not, well, we're not buzzing. Buzz me, come on. I'm buzzing.
We got disconnected.
Liar.
Okay, Stephen, what year?
1960.
60, was right. I guess it ain't. All right, 20th century fictional characters. Complete the name of the following 20th century fictional characters. George Lucas's Darth Vader. Vader. Okay.
No comments from the peanut gallery.
All right, your bonus here, there's your third. Your bonus, the letter B. Identify the following by giving an answer that concludes with the letter B. Zachary Taylor's victorious Mexican battle site, whose name means good view. It's your bonus, you may confer. Zachary Taylor's victorious Mexican battle site, whose name means good view.
The last word concludes with it.
It says the last word begins with V.
Buena Vista.
Buena Vista is correct. 15. Okay. Back to 20th century fictional characters. Margaret Mitchell's Scarlett O'Hara. Okay, 5 points for Ford. Okay. All right, ending with the last word ending with the letter V here. The last book. Wait a minute here. Doesn't end with
This is
V.
just
Okay,
practice
hold on.
rounds with JV.
Just checking the answer.
Pack and Port Jervis.
Move on. Okay, human anatomy. Here we go. Identify the following as belonging to the head, the torso, or the extremities. Okay, two buzzers. Biceps, port, extremities for 5. That's correct. Cerebellum, small paw pack. Head is correct for 5. All right. The pancreas. Torso or body, we'll take that port, and it's time for a bonus for you. So your bonus port under quick math. If a person runs a mile in 4 minutes, how many miles will be run in 3 hours at the same pace? So if a person runs 1 mile in 4 minutes, how many miles will be run at the same pace in 3 hours? $45, 15 miles an hour times 3. Okay, back to your buzzers. Again, the human anatomy, it belongs to either head, torso, or the extremities. The ilium. Torso is correct for 5 points, small ball pack. Okay. Duodenum. Torso is correct. Okay. And your bonus wall and ball pack? Quick math again. What number increased by 30% of itself equals 39? What number?
Hi, this is Mimi Keys for Access 8. Unfortunately, we lost the video with about only a few minutes left to go in the JV match, but I want to make sure I give you the score. Wallen Paul Pack won both the JV and the varsity match. In the JV, it was 150 for Wallen Paul Pack, 100 for Port Jervis. In the varsity match, it was 210 for Wallen Paul Pack and 165 for Port Jervis. Again, Wallen Paul Pack swept both matches, 150 to 100 in the JV, 210 to 165 in the varsity. So join us for the next week for another round of Scholastic Bowl. Thank you and good night.